Okay, this is the second video in trigonometry, particularly on trigonometric function values. So in the first video, we were to find trigonometric function values when the ordered pair or the point which is found on the terminal side of an angle in standard position is given. This time, the angle theta in standard position, the terminal side of an angle theta which is in standard position is defined by, say, 2x plus y is equal to 0. 2x plus y is equal to 0 is an equation of a line. Linear equation in two variables. That's ax plus by is equal to c. Ax plus by is equal to c is the standard form of linear equation in two variables, wherein a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1, while c is equal to 0. Apart from that, there is a condition, or there is a parameter. X must be greater than or equal to 0. Okay. X must be greater than or equal to 0. So, how do we do this? So, solution. Though it is provided that x is greater than or equal to 0, we should not really consider x to be equal to 0, because in that case, if x is equal to 0 and you substitute x, which is 0, to the equation, it will turn out that y is also equal to 0. It will yield the vertex, which is actually the origin. Diba? Now, the origin is very, very important because it is the vertex. We create an angle by rotating a ray about its vertex from the initial side, and then we have the terminal side. So we only take x is greater than 0. Okay. Say, let x is equal to 1. Since x is equal to greater than 0, and 1 is greater than 0. So if x is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 2. Substituting x, which is equal to 1, to the equation, that's 2 times 1, which is 2, plus y is equal to 0. Eliminating 2 by subtracting 2 to both sides of the equation, y is equal to negative 2. Next, find r. R squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. And r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. An equation or a formula we have already established a while ago, or in the first video. So if r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, r squared is equal to 1 plus 4. 1 and 4 are obtained by squaring 1 and negative 2. The sum of 1 and 4 is 5. R squared is equal to 5. Therefore, r is equal to the square root of 5. We do not take the negative square root because r is the distance from the point which is found along the terminal side of angle theta to the origin. So, now that you have x which is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 2, and r which is equal to square root of 5, you can now find the 6 trigonometric function values. So you have sine theta. The definition of sine theta is y over r. So that's negative 2 over square root of 5. Negative 2 over square root of 5 is not considered an answer since there is a radical sign in the denominator. So what do you need to do is to rationalize the denominator by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by square root of 5. So you have square root of 5 is to be multiplied to the numerator. Square root of 5 is also to be multiplied to the denominator. Again, the common question is, Are you changing the value of the expression when you rationalize the denominator? The answer is no, since square root of 5 over square root of 5 is equal to 1. When a number is divided by itself, it is equal to 1. Square root of 5 over square root of 5, which is equal to 1, is being multiplied to negative 2 over square root of 5. You're not changing the value of the expression since you are merely multiplying the number negative 2 over square root of 5 by 1. And we know as early as elementary that when a number is multiplied by 1, the result is just the same number. So negative 2 square root of 5, the product of negative 2 and square root of 5 is negative 2 square root of 5 over the square root of 25, which is 5. This is the answer. Next, cosine theta. Cosine theta is x over r. So that's 1 over square root of 5. Rationalizing the denominator by multiplying the expression by square root of 5 over square root of 5. So you have square root of 5 over 5. Next, tangent theta. Tangent theta is y over x. So that's negative 2 over 1, which is negative 2. Cosecant theta. Cosecant theta, which is the reciprocal of sine theta, would be square root of 5 over negative 2. Next, you have secant theta, which is the reciprocal of cosine theta, is square root of 5 over 1 or square root of 5. And finally, you have cotangent theta, which is the reciprocal of tangent theta, is negative 1/2 or negative 1 over 2. Okay. So these are the 6 trigonometric function values. Now, you might want to say, sir, I don't like to use or to let x be equal to 1. Okay. I would like to have x be equal to 2. Okay, that is your preference. But that is your preference. And you may actually use x to be equal to 2 since 2 is greater than 0. 2 is a positive number. Okay. The question is, will we get the same result? And there's only one way to find out. So, again, rewriting the given, 2x plus y is equal to 0. X is greater than or equal to 0. But we will not use x to be equal to 0. Since if x is equal to 0, y is also equal to 0, and the point that we will obtain is the vertex, which is the origin. Okay. A while ago, we used x to be equal to 1. 1 is greater than 0. That's true. So let x this time be equal to 2. So if x is equal to 2, y is equal to negative 4. Since 2 times 2 is equal to 4, eliminate 4 by subtracting 4 to both sides of the equation. So y is equal to negative 4. If y is equal to negative 4 and x is equal to 2, since r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, so you have r squared, which is equal to 4 plus 16. 4 and 16 are obtained by squaring 2 and negative 4. The sum of 4 and 16 is 20. So r squared is equal to the square root, r squared is equal to 20. Take the square root in both sides of the equation. So you have r, which is equal to 2 square root of 5. Since the square root of 20 is square root of 4 square root of 5. This is the value of r. The value of r is 2 square root of 5 when x is equal to 2 and when y is equal to negative 4. which is different from the value of r that we obtained a while ago. So r is square root of 5 when x is 1 and when y is negative 2. Okay. After that, we will have to find the 6 trigonometric function values. So sine theta, which is y over r, would be negative 4 over 2 square root of 5. Cancel 4 and 2. So you have, or divide 4 by 2, you have negative 2 over square root of 5. And when you rationalize negative 2 over square root of 5, okay, you you multiply the numerator and the denominator by square root of 5, you get negative 2 square root of 5 over 5. Which is actually the same value of sine theta that we obtained a while ago. So point of emphasis, regardless of the value of x and y that you will have to use in solving for r, thereby getting a different value of r also, we will still agree in one thing. In the end, the same answers or the same trigonometric function values will be obtained. Okay. What about for cosine theta? Cosine theta is defined as x over r. So that's 2 over 2 square root of 5. So you have 1 over square root of 5. You divide 2 by 2. So that's square root of 5 over 5. After you multiply the numerator and the denominator by square root of 5, which is actually the same value that we obtained for cosine theta. Okay. Then you have tangent theta, which is y over x. Y is negative 4, while x is 2. Negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. Again, that's the same value of tangent that we obtained a while ago. Moreover, cosecant theta, which is the reciprocal of sine theta, would be 2 square root of 5 over negative 4. So that's square root of 5 over negative 2. Same value. That's square root of 5 over negative 2. Next, secant theta. That's square root of 5, which is the reciprocal of cosine. So, pwede na kagdili na maggamit aning 2 square root of 5 over 2. Since cancelo na magyapon mo ng 2, diba? Pwede rag kanina dayong square root of 5 over 1, which is the simplified form of 2 over 2 square root of 5. Although, kaning 1 over square root of 5 is not yet the final answer. You still need to rationalize this one. What I'm just trying to say is, for you to find secant theta, since you know that secant theta is the reciprocal of cosine theta, so you take the reciprocal of 1 over square root of 5, though it is not yet the simplified or the final answer, so you get square root of 5 over 1 or simply square root of 5. And the reciprocal of tangent theta, which is cotangent theta, tangent theta being equal to negative 2 is negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 because when you divide 2 by negative 4, you get negative 1/2. Okay. So this is it. These are the 6 trigonometric function values. But there's actually one thing that I would like to emphasize. Okay. Which I failed to mention when I did the first take of this video. So I have to repeat it over again. Okay. We started with a linear equation in two variables in the form ax plus by is equal to c. In the given, you have 2x plus y, which is equal to 0. Okay. Ax plus by is equal to c is the standard form of linear equation in two variables. In this case, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1, while c is equal to 0. Let me rewrite it here. Okay. So you have 2x plus y is equal to 0. That is in the form of ax plus by is equal to c. Standard form of linear equation in two variables. There is also what you call as the slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus b. I hope you still remember that. Again, y equals mx plus b is the slope-intercept form. So if 2x plus y is equal to 0, therefore y is equal to negative 2x, which is the slope-intercept form. By the way, in y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, while b is the y-intercept. Again, why do you think why do you think the slope is represented by the variable m? Accordingly, m is for mountain slope. Get it? So m represents the slope. Okay. While b is the y-intercept. So in this case, since y is equal to negative 2x, the slope is negative 2. The slope, by the way, is the numerical coefficient of x. Y equals negative 2x. Y equals negative 2x plus what? Plus 0. Or since there's nothing in there anymore, it is understood that the y-intercept, which is b, is 0. The y-intercept must be 0. The y-intercept must be 0. And the x-intercept must also be 0, since the x and y-intercepts are, the x-intercept is the origin, and the x-intercept is 0 and the y-intercept is 0, and that is actually the point of origin. Okay. Now, it is important that we have to understand that 2x plus y is equal to 0 is a line that passes through the origin, because this is how we define the terminal side of an angle theta in standard position. An angle is in standard position if its vertex is at the origin and its terminal side, its initial side lies in the positive x-axis. Okay. Apart from that, there's one thing which I would like to emphasize. Okay, apart from that, wait lang. Ay nako. Okay, what do you notice with these values that we have obtained so far? Ayun na. Mahangin sa loob. Okay. That one. Sin theta is negative 2 square root of 5 over 5. Cosine theta is square root of 5 over 5. Tangent theta is negative 2. Cosecant theta is square root of 5 over negative 2. Secant theta is square root of 5. While cotangent theta is negative 1/2. 2x plus y is equal to 0 is in the standard form of linear equation in two variables. Ax plus by is equal to c. Its slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, is y equals negative 2x, wherein the slope is negative 2 and the y-intercept is 0. Okay. So what do you notice? I did mention this morning, and somebody was able to actually figure it out also. Okay. Tangent theta is equal to the slope of a line. That's the concept. In general, the slope is equal to tangent theta. Take note that tangent theta is negative 2, while the slope represented by the variable m is also equal to negative 2. Again, the concept says, in general, the slope is equal to tangent theta. If I may also add, in calculus, if I still remember how is it explained in college, in calculus, the slope of a line is actually equal to the first derivative of a given function. Well, in as much as trigonometry is concerned, the slope of a line, or m, is equal to tangent theta. That's it. Thank you.